Good morning and welcome to NYCryptoTalk. Today is a user-submitted poll that I put out the other day looking to see what my followers wanted to see in a video. I did have a lot of videos in the pipeline. I have not yet gotten to all of them as of yet, but I did want to go ahead and give the users what they wanted. So I put out a poll to see if people wanted to get a review on an IDEX hidden gem video, market prediction, Hedera hash graph, or a Zalika review. IDEX was hands down the winner, almost took 50% of the vote. So I will be going through a couple of IDEX gems actually today. Some things that have been on other exchanges, things that have been out there in the public. But I wanted to give everyone a good opportunity to see some current projects that are currently under the radar, don't have as much volume, very low market cap, only on IDEX or maybe a couple of other really bad exchanges, so that people can get in early, because as you know, IDEX allows people to exchange their tokens directly from an ERC20 compatible wallet like the Ledger, MyEther wallet, and so forth. So without further ado, I will jump into the one that everybody had thought the hidden gem was going to be, which is Matrix AI. So, and this is IDEX right now. If you're not familiar with IDEX, it is a decentralized exchange. I think it is actually better than Ether Delta. It's a little more user-friendly. There is a trading view built-in plugin. Obviously, it's not always working. I haven't been able to get a Matrix AI chart to show. Some of the other ones do work. It is a little bit slow at times. It does take a while for your values to show up. And if you're using a Ledger Nano wallet, there might be some timeouts. So you just need to be cautious with it and see how things go. So as far as the four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, four gems that I think are on IDEX right now. I won't go into too much details. I'm going to go very high level. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. 4 gems on IDEX that you can get right now, and I think they still have a huge chance for growing. Matrix AI is being one of the main ones. I got in this when it first came out. I believe it's been on the market now for since the beginning of February. I did get it towards the beginning, so it wasn't as cheap as it is now, obviously. 69 cents I think is still a bargain. Of course, it went down to the 30s, which was absolutely insane. This is going to be a huge market for the AI blockchain. So right now, Matrix AI, sorry to jump around, it is on Fork Delta, which is a fork of Ether Delta. And then Gate.io, which I'm not a big fan of. I've had some issues with it. People have had issues with it. Which it is a regular exchange, but IDEX does keep most of the volume for Matrix AI. It is the highest volume token on IDEX right now. A lot of people have been talking about it recently. I've been in the project for a while. I didn't get into a deep dive. I will wind up doing a deep dive video into it. But basically what Matrix AI is an intelligent contracting, no programming. It's available for everyone. The potential users are 350 times that of Ethereum. They have things called a wormhole network, which is basically a faster blockchain network with up to 1 million transactions per second, which is better than some credit card processors, i.e. Visa. AI protection, automatic sniffing holes make your assets more secure, and then always be able to adapt to the market demand, natural evolution. It's never going to be forked. Basically, they'll be able to build on top of the existing blockchain to make it better. They don't need to fork it to make it better for the oncoming demand. So with an AI predictive blockchain, there is a huge potential for growth. They have a lot of things going on. Definitely check out their Twitter. There's been a couple of YouTube reviews. There's been a couple of interviews with the CEO. Some great stuff out there. They have good partnerships. Obviously, this is a Eastern-based operation. Not as many people in the U.S. have jumped onto this, so it is a project I would definitely go into. A lot of people are putting this in their top 5 gainers for 2018. I definitely believe it will have a huge growth over the next couple of years. It is a very small portion of my portfolio. I would like to be able to get more of this, but right now people are FOMOing into it because of all the recent reviews. The next item is called TomoChain. If we look here, it's the same as Matrix AI. It's also on Gate.io, but very low volume because it is not a very well receptive market. And then we can go into what TomoChain is. And TomoChain is basically being able to support horizontal scaling via adding more secondary layer blockchains with good performance within the platform. They're going to be able to utilize those secondary layers, tertiary layers on top of it to be able to work through scaling. So the needs of scaling will be able to be done through that model. They do have an operational testnet, and it is very cool. You can actually go onto it. They have a demo of their wallet, which will show where there's a zero-fee atomic cross-chain transactions, sending transactions, mining, cashing in, cashing out. They have a beta wallet available now on the Google Play and the App Store. There's also a web app. There is a lot of features in TomoChain right now. It's currently sitting at 44 cents, which is actually the lowest, one of the lowest. I don't know if it got a little lower, or it might have been a fraction lower at one point, but right now you're looking at some of the lowest of lows for the project, with a market cap of only $25 million. It has a very low circulating supply, which I'm always a big fan of. Total supply is only 100 million, so this definitely has a lot of growth. Their roadmap is very, very, a lot of things are upcoming in the next couple of months here. In Q2, the testnet is going to be integrated with the token. They have a rewards platform. Their alpha release is going to happen in Q3. They're going to have their mainnet and their reward engines built on it. They do have a very good team. One of them was the co-founder and former project lead of the NEM blockchain. So this is very high-level stuff. So they do have a great team. They also have great partners. As I mentioned, a lot of these projects are still under the radar. They have partnered or have an investor with NEO. So I'm not sure of the exact implications of it, but NEO has a stake in this project, so I definitely would take a look at it. There might be some more information on the web. I will do a deep dive in TomoChain at one point, but it is definitely an IDEX gem at this point. The next item is TEFood. Right now, TEFood is also, it's IDEX and Gate.io. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a resurgence for TEFood. It did bottom out at around 1.3 cents. Right now, it's at 2.6, so it's about double what it was at its lowest, but it came out of the gate around what it's at right now. It has a very, very low market cap. The market supply is $500 million. It's not insane. Circulating supply is 402. But at this price, you're looking at a working product. Basically, what TEFood is their traceability, almost a supply chain management of the food system. The food supply on emerging markets, and it can be adopted into other markets. But right now, TEFoods does currently work with 3,100 farms, 3,400 livestock agents, 2,600 retailers, 190 wholesale distributors, slaughterhouses, food producers, veterinary companies, wholesale markets. So they are an existing company. They're utilizing what they have right now, converting it into a blockchain model. So they currently have, this talks about how their traction, how they can track all this information. But these are some of their vendors. Obviously, they do have competition out there with the traceability, the supply chain management. But where their market is, they do have a stronghold as far as having existing partnerships. So with what it's at right now, TEFood definitely has a strong chance for growth. It might be a little bit of a hurdle because it's not as well known, not as well spoken about, but it definitely has some huge potential for growth. Currently, where it's at a $10 million market cap, it is very low. The last item is Pundi X. They just converted their tokens from the PXX token now to the NPXX. Basically, there's a ratio token swap, but this is brand new, and it's on IDEX and Coinbean. I have never heard of Coinbean or CoinNest, but on IDEX, it is relatively new. It does have a very, very low market cap. I forgot what it was when I calculated it, but it's only selling for fractions of a penny. And basically what this is an operational currency platform for a point of service device. And they actually are working with retailers right now. They are basically looking to eliminate credit card systems. So instead of having a credit card where there's currency on it, they are working with vendors mainly in Southeast Asia or in Asia to be able to operate these point of service devices where you can use your card and make your payment directly through the card, earn rewards similar to you would earn rewards on a regular credit card. And these devices are actually being utilized and being transferred to multiple vendors around Asia. I think Indonesia is their big market right now that they're working with. There have been a couple of reviews and interviews with the CEO. The project seems very sound. Obviously, it is a very niche market right now. Getting this worldwide obviously is going to be a little harder. But when it comes down to where they're operating and where it works, I definitely think there's a huge potential for growth in it. It was a very successful ICO, and I do think being brand new onto the market and onto the IDEX exchange, it is a huge potential for growth. Obviously, it's a very low value coin because of the circulating supply. Since it's a micro transaction functionality, they want to have the high supply, but definitely something to look at. Do your own research. I think these 4 items, Matrix AI, which I said is only at $100 million market cap, which is very, very low for the project scale. TomoChain is only at 25 million, TEFood at 10, and Pundi, I would need to recalculate, but I believe it was under 25 as well. So definitely do your own research. Let me know what you guys think. Is there any other IDEX gems on there that you think have huge multipliers or things that you might feel have growth potential? Obviously, this is all my own personal advice. This is not financial advice. This is just me talking to some people who might want to listen to me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think. Send me a comment. Please like, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.